We are living through an unprecedented time. The pandemic has caused people to leave their jobs, and in August of 2021, a record 4.3 million walked out on their employers. This has been called the Great Resignation. In a way, Sharon, my co-author, and I anticipated it because we wrote the first edition of Love 'Em over 20 years ago. And it's been republished and revised 6 times. Our research for Love 'Em has always showed that there are 3 critical areas that you need to focus on if you want to keep your company from taking part in that great resignation. Number 1, support learning and growth. Successful, talent-focused leaders select great people who fit well with the organization's culture, mission, and values. They also ensure that people they select possess the leadership attributes, competencies, skills, and personal traits needed to succeed in the position. Talent-focused leaders then look for ways to continuously grow and develop their people's talent. They help them identify multiple career options and how to enrich and enliven their work. They increase the time people spend doing work they love. They link their people to feedback providers, coaches, mentors, colleagues, and leaders up that career ladder. Here's an action that might be something you would try with any of your direct reports. Ask them to share one area of learning that would best help them on their current job and also prepare them for the future. Ask them for some ways they might gain that learning. Number 2, encourage relationship building. Much of work-life satisfaction is determined by the relationship workers have with their bosses. It stands to reason, then, that the leader's style impacts retention in a significant manner. So what are the components of style that breed loyalty? Well, talent-focused leaders are feedback providers and truth tellers. They address specific behaviors and observations, and they deliver feedback in a clear and tactful manner. They encourage their people to give them feedback on their performance as leaders. Effective relationship-focused leaders create cultures of inclusion that value differences, not just of gender or race, but also of thought, experience, attitude, and perspective. They understand that everyone can make a valuable contribution. They know also that what gets rewarded is what really gets done. They look for creative ways to recognize and reward when financial incentives just aren't possible. They identify multiple options for recognizing individual performance. One thing that might be helpful is to ask each of your direct reports just to name 3 individuals outside of your function that they would love to meet. Learn as much as you can about why they chose each individual, and then do your best to help that connection happen. Number 3, build a positive work culture. Talent-focused leaders create positive work environments in their departments. They know that productivity and quality are increased when people are doing work they love and feel a sense of passion. They also know that business information that is shared on a regular basis really helps individuals to be aligned to the goals of the organization. They encourage sharing of personal information to the extent that people are comfortable, of course. These leaders give people the freedom to design their own work processes, establish their own schedules, and design their own workspaces. They try new work arrangements and allow these freedoms with knowledge that the organization goals must still be met, but the methods by which they are met are negotiable. One action step that you might take is to ask your people what makes for a great day at work, or tell you the last time they felt really energized at work. You need to listen carefully for the ideas that you can support. Leaders have far more power and influence in the employee engagement and retention equation than anyone else. For your employees, you are the face of the organization. Engaged, highly productive employees help you and your team and your organization excel. Go for it.